Now I want you to feel that if you take your hand, hold with the opposite wrist, bring your wrist forward, it tightens front of wrist. Back of wrist releases. Bring your wrist backwards, it tightens back of wrist, front of wrist releases. When one muscle turns on, opposite muscle turns off. Now, but if you hold the wrist still, if you bring your fingers into flexion, that tightens front of wrist. Back of wrist relaxes. If you bring your fingers into extension, back of wrist tightens, front of wrist relaxes. So if you want a stable wrist, you need a musculoskeletal bandage around your wrist, which is front and back of the wrist firm. That's called co-activation of opposing muscles around the wrist joint complex, which is synonymous with Mula Bandha. But the main function of Bandha is energetic. So there's two types of Bandhas. There's one which allows energy to flow through and actually opens the doorway, and there's one which restricts energy flow. And we use different ones in different situations. When we bring the head down, neck back Bandha, it's head down, neck back. It's like fingers forward, wrist back. That's Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. But throat forward, head up is like palm forward, that's throat forward, chin up is fingers back. So now it's like a banana hand. That is also a Mula Bandha. But the difference is, this Mula Bandha is energetically going to have a different effect to this Mula Bandha. Now take your wrist and feel it. You make a closed fist, front and back of wrist is firm, isn't it? Relax it. Now do palm forward, fingers back. Front and wrist, back of wrist are just as firm. Same muscles used in a different way. So Bandha has a mudra function. It's an energetic function. So see what happens if you relax your pelvic floor, your abdomen, your armpits, and take the arms out wide. Now lengthen the tips of your fingers. They mustn't be hard. Just make them lengthened enough, so not as strong as you had them before. Just enough so they're lengthened. And then feel how fingertips lengthened potentially could bring more blood away from your chest towards your fingers, which might give you a feeling of the body cooling down 1 or 2 degrees. Because that's where we perceive heat. But now you won't notice it until you do the opposite. So now make a gentle closed fist. And see if after a few seconds there's a more sense of warmth around your center. Still probably you don't notice it. So now again, go back to spread the fingers. And it might feel like there was a cool breeze that came in the room perhaps. Now again, wait 3 seconds, grip again, and see if you notice a slight warming at your core. Then again, spread the fingers. Is there a slight cooling at your core? Put your hand up if you feel that.